Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a story that's going viral and we need your help. This story is about Javion McGee, 21-year-old truck driver who recently got his CDL license. He was found unalive laid on a tree with a rope around his neck. Further investigation is needed according to the most recent news report. In both reports by family and sheriff, Javion is said to have bought a rope from a nearby Walmart, which was used to unalive him. Initially, there was no news coverage of this story, so family came to TikTok to spread the news about Javion McGee, their loving family member. May his soul rest in peace. This was the initial report according to the cousin.
I would have never thought I had to make this kind of post on my TikTok, but my family desperately needs your help. This is my little cousin, Javion McGee. He's from Chicago, Illinois. He was 21 years old and would have been 22 in a few weeks. He was found in Henderson, North Carolina yesterday. He drove trucks, so that was his reason for even being out there. The police officers are trying to say that he went to Walmart and purchased a. We obviously don't believe that, and we are just asking for your help to push his story out there. This isn't covered on any local platforms. No news stations, radio, none of that. So we're trying to push it out there. We really need your help. The police officers in the coroner's office are giving us a hard time, not allowing his mom to identify the body. At one point, they told her she can't identify the body due to COVID. And then the next day, today, they told her the father has to give her permission for that, which he said that he would. She asked if they could send her pictures at least. They told her yes, and then turned around and told her, oh, I don't think that you want to see your son like that. Come on. Like, this is just very devastating for my family, and we really need to push this story out there. So if y'all could please repost this video, keep saying his name, Javion McGee. Hashtag justice for Javion, and we are going to fight for him, and we are standing behind my cousin 100%, and they're not getting away with this. So please share this video. Thank you.
I know the cousin said in the video that it happened in Henderson, North Carolina, but the report came out that it didn't happen in Henderson. So it was recently reported by the sheriff that it happened in Vance County, which is outside of Henderson's County. And as you know, that this is a sundown area. What that means is non-white people are not allowed in this area after sundown. It's from a racial segregation that was prevalent before the 1950s, which is still practiced today in some form. As I said before, he was not found dangling from a tree, as the cousin stated. Here is the latest report from the sheriff of how he was found, where he was found, what county, etc.
1,000 hits on TikTok, the sheriff office not being transparent, not providing information to the family, and that is not true. There's been information put out there that there's a lynching in Vance County. There is not a lynching in Vance County. The young man was not dangling from a tree. He was not swinging from a tree. The rope was wrapped around his neck. It was not a noose. It was not a knot in the rope. So therefore, it was not a lynching here in Vance County.
Okay, so the sheriff says this was not a lynching. He goes on to say McGee did not appear to be disfigured. The medical examiner's office now conducting an autopsy. That's going to happen today.
Give me, Sheriff of Vance County, the opportunity to collect the evidence, to process the evidence, and come up with a solid, concrete information that I can provide to them so they will have comfort in the death and the loss of their loved one.
So the sheriff is basically saying that it's not a case where he dangled himself from a tree, and neither do they know if it's a case where he unalived himself. So they do have to do further research and investigate more. But I think this case wouldn't have gotten so much attention if the family had not brought it to social media. Most of the videos that I saw and the people are from that area says they haven't heard about Javion McGee on the news. The young lady coming up next, she's going to explain the history around the sundown.
Okay, so I'm going to restate. He is 21 years old, about to turn 20. He was about to turn 22. He's from Chicago. He was lynched by unknown persons outside of Henderson, North Carolina in Vance County. Historically, Henderson, North Carolina and the areas surrounding have known to be sundown towns. If you don't know what that is, a sundown town is a town typically in the South where it is not safe for any non-white people to be after sundown. Most Americans should be aware of the historical abominations that happened in the South, especially the hangings, which still happen, by the way, on a regular basis. This case is actively being buried either by the Vance County Police or by the Vance County Sheriff's Department or other parties that are involved. If you Google search right now, my last Google search only provided 10 search results about the story, none of which were major news outlets here in North Carolina. I am in North Carolina right now. Please understand this is highly unusual, and all of the news outlets that have put this story out, including the picture that I'm using right now, are miscellaneous and you would never have heard of them. So like I said, it's under the jurisdiction of the Vance County Sheriff's Department. Now, what they are alleging is that this young black man walked into a Walmart that has CCTV footage and used his card to purchase a length of rope, where he then drove to the truck stop and walked out back into the line of trees and committed. Can you imagine any black person in America choosing to end their life this way? By choice? Could you imagine that? No, you can't.
Whatever happened to Javion, we, the public, needs to know. His family also needs to know what happened to Javion. What is it? Was it intentional? Did he unalive himself? Which they highly doubt. We hear one of his cousins, and upcoming we're going to hear another cousin. He also states that because he is a black American, a black boy, they think that he was in a gang, or he's a thug, or he's from Chicago, so he's hardcore, and he did something to get this punishment. Whatever the situation is, he didn't deserve that. 21 years of age. His birthday was right around the corner, to be 22 years of age, 21 years on this earth. What a way to go out. I'm sincerely sad for his family. This could have been any one of my family members, my brother, who's a young black man himself. Could have been your cousin if you were a black person, your nephew, your son, whatever it is. Guys, let's all put this video out and get justice for Javion. We need answers, and now.
Also known as Vance County, North Carolina. There's been a lot of different comments I've noticed in my other cousin's video, Stormy Knight, and on other social media platforms. I have his location. I've always had his location. He was in Henderson, North Carolina, not Hendersonville, not Henderson County. It was Henderson, North Carolina, Vance County. The lieutenant that we originally spoke to, he was from Henderson Police Station, the town of Henderson, North Carolina. If I was to look at his location right now, it says Henderson, North Carolina, the gas station, Shell, the truck stop. When I put those into Google, when I put those into the map, it pops up as Henderson, North Carolina. It doesn't pop up as anything else other than Henderson, North Carolina, and then the county that it's in. I do want to, show and express gratitude to all of the people that has been showing love, been supporting us, for the ones that's been spreading and shedding light on the situation and pushing his name out there, because we need the help, we need the assistance, and we need all hands on deck, because for me, this is not normal. I've never encountered or been faced on with a situation like this, and it baffles me to know that my cousin had to endure this in the seconds of him leaving this earth, So I appreciate everyone for speaking up, for supporting, for, providing extra assistance, whether that's different organizations, different news channels, different attorneys, whatever the case might be. My family, we appreciate it. We've been, just overwhelmed with the amount of support that we have been receiving. Again, just keep spreading his name, keep sharing his story. Javion McGee.
Guys, if you made it to the end, don't forget to share this video. Justice for Javion McGee.